Hey, Steve Messineo here from YourBizSuccessCoach.com, continuing my 90-day video series to help you build your smaller home business. Today I want to talk about your advertising budget, okay? And understanding how to effectively create an advertising budget and be able to understand how the money you put in and what you should be getting for a return on investment and how that works so that you can be successful putting more money back into your business as you're making money and continuing your advertising program going, okay? So a lot of small business owners and home business owners, they don't have much of an advertising budget, so there's really two choices. They can actually, spend their money on advertising, or they can do the free strategy. We'll allude to each of those momentarily, but let's suppose you have $300 a month to spend on advertising. Again, it's not a lot, but that's okay. You can still make it happen. At the end of the day, you want a return on investment where you at least doubled your money. At minimum, you've doubled your money, okay? Where, again, if you were to put $1 in a soda machine and get $2 out every time, you do it all day long. Okay, well, that's the same thing with advertising. If you put $300 in, you want at least $600 in return for the money you put in. And so you have to understand then, well, how many products and sales do I need to make to hit $600? Okay, understand what the value of your products or services are so that you can get $600 in revenue coming in from your $300 ad spend. And then from there, you need to understand and work backwards. Okay, well, how many how many prospects do I need who are interested in potentially becoming customers to achieve those 600 sales? So you may have 600 sales, but you maybe had 800 people looking at prospects maybe thinking about it, or maybe even more. Maybe you had 1,600 people looking at it and potentially thinking about buying, and of those 1,600 people, only 600 bought. That's okay. Knowing that stat is important. Then from there, how many leads do you need to get to become prospects? All right, maybe it's 2,000, 3,000 people, leads that you need to become prospects who are interested that eventually will buy and become customers. So you're working backwards and understanding that from the customers to the number of leads you are going to need in order to achieve $600 in sales. And once you have that amount, then you can adjust your ad spend. So for example, if you know say you're using Bing ads, and you know that you need 2,000 leads that will eventually turn into 600 customers. All right, then you need how many? If you're doing Bing, how many clicks are going to turn into 2,000 leads? All right, and this is based on your marketing message. So if you have a great marketing message, you know that if you can get 3,000 clicks to your ad, 2,000 of them will become leads. Well, that's great. So how much do you have to spend to get to 3,000 clicks? And then how do you manage your marketing in that Bing ad profile so that you're not over spending on your $300 budget? Okay, so that's just an example of working backwards from the end result so that you can make sure you're managing your money and understanding where people are coming in through the process to eventually become customers. And you need to understand that when you're spending money on advertising, because if you don't, you can be blowing through your whole wad of advertising dollars in no time and not have anything to show for it. Now, if you don't have any advertising budget and you're really using free strategies, well then, same thing applies with respect to your time. So for example, if you know that you are worth $400 an hour or $300 an hour, whatever it is you want to deem your time worth, and you got to be realistic based on the number, the value of your business and so forth, then you know that if you're going to put 10 hours into advertising, all right, doing free strategy, networking, calling people, what have you, and you're not getting anything in return, well, you're essentially losing money in the time you spend. Okay, if you're worth $300, you spend 10 hours doing it, you essentially spent $3,000. All right, it's based on your time, but it's still money that's spent time, where you could have been spending your time doing other things that may have actually make you money for your business. So you got to keep that in mind as well, that whatever free strategy you use also gets the return on investment that you want. So if you're worth $300 an hour, then if you're going to spend an hour of time doing some sort of free networking, then you want that return to be $600. You want to make sure that you're effective enough to get those leads within that hour of time into your sales funnel that eventually they'll turn into $600 worth of business. Okay, so just want to keep that in mind when you're setting your advertising budget, time and money, and what it means in terms of the return you get. If you need some help doing that, I can be of service to you. Contact me by clicking the link here on the screen. Let's schedule a one-on-one consult. Be happy to work with you, learn about your business, and find out what's the best strategy for you to implement from an advertising budget standpoint so that you can get the greatest return on your advertising investment. So that's it for today. Look forward to hearing from you, and I will see you once again in the next video.